Hello, Morongo Basin, and listeners around the world online at Z107.7fm.com. Here is the Z107.7 local news for Monday, June 22nd, 2026. A 29 Palms man suspected of shooting two people and kidnapping a third was arrested and charged with murder on Thursday at around 8:30 p.m. San Bernardino County Sheriff's deputies responded to a home in the 6300 block of Lupine Avenue in 29 Palms for a report of an assault. Deputies say they found a man who had been shot by an unknown assailant. The owner of the property told Z107.7 that the victim had been shot in the armpit and leg. The property owner said that the suspect fled into the open desert. The victim was flown to Desert Regional Medical Center, and the Sheriff's Department says the victim is expected to survive. On Friday at around 12:49 p.m., deputies say they responded to a home in the 6100 block of Lupine Avenue in 29 Palms for a report of a kidnapping only a few blocks away from the shooting on the previous day. Deputies say the kidnapping victim escaped and contacted 911. The Sheriff's Department said that the kidnapping victim was treated for injuries at a hospital and has since been released. As part of their investigation, the Sheriff's Department says that they found a third victim dead in his home from a gunshot wound. He was identified as Robert Murphy, a 62-year-old resident of 29 Palms. Deputies identified the suspect in the shootings and kidnapping as Briston Benalis, a 30-year-old resident of 29 Palms. The sheriff's specialized enforcement detail initiated a search for Benalis. He was located a short time later in the 6300 block of Kauai Avenue. Briston Benalis was arrested on suspicion of murder and is being held at the West Valley Detention Center without bail. The San Bernardino County Board of Supervisors meets in regular session tomorrow morning. The Board of Supervisors is expected to approve contract extensions for law enforcement services between the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department and 14 cities and towns for a total revenue amount of $249,456,000. This includes contracts with the city of 29 Palms for more than $6 million and the town of Yucca Valley for more than $7 million. Both local municipalities regularly contract for law enforcement services to the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department. Recent ballot votes regarding service areas in the Morongo Basin are expected to be certified at the meeting. This vote was conducted amongst property owners in specific districts and sought to increase annual fees for each property within these districts. The fees would go toward maintaining roads. The ballots were received on June 6th. County Service Area 70, which includes the Copper Mountain area, passed a $20 per parcel fee increase. That increase will bring annual parcel fees up to $75 per year and include an adjustment of up to 3% per year. Residents in county districts that include Flamingo Heights, Yucca Mesa voted against any fee increases. Existing fees will remain in effect until they are lawfully amended by future Board of Supervisor actions. Following the approval of these election results, the county is expected to begin the process of dissolving special road districts in these areas. That will see the end of the annual property-related fees, though road maintenance services will no longer be provided through the districts. That means future maintenance and improvements to roads within those former district boundaries will be the responsibility of the property owners themselves. Also at tomorrow's meeting, the board is expected to authorize the acquisition of .86 acres of property at 7238 Joshua Lane in Yucca Valley as part of the development of a new fire station. The property is being donated by the town of Yucca Valley. They are also expected to approve an extension and increase of the county's contracts with Reach Out Morongo Basin. The board will also extend waste disposal agreement contracts with 29 Palms and Yucca Valley through June 2035. The board is expected to approve a contract for the licensing of a space at the rack and antenna space at the Donnell Hill Communications site in 29 Palms for nearly $30,000. The San Bernardino County Board of Supervisors meets tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. at their chambers at the County Government Center at 385 North Arrowhead Avenue in San Bernardino. You can participate interactively at the Joshua Tree Community Center located at 6171 Sunburst Street in Joshua Tree. The San Bernardino County Public Works Department announced the completion of a $1 million water tank replacement project in Morongo Valley. Reporter Gabriel Hart takes a closer look at the Terrace Drive water tank replacement project and takes a deeper dive into the functions of water tanks and clarifies Morongo Valley's water quality.
The Terrace Drive water tank replacement project is located within County Service Area 70F water system in Little Morongo Heights in Morongo Valley. Funded by the American Rescue Plan Act and other sources for approximately $1,050,000, the project replaced an aging potable water storage tank with a new steel storage tank designed to improve long-term reliability, emergency storage capacity, and system resiliency. Construction of the Terrace Drive water tank replacement project began in February 2024 and included the demolition of the existing tank, construction of a new bolted steel potable water storage tank, installation of associated piping and valves, and related site improvements. System flow and pressure are expected to remain the same since the project did not include construction of new water distribution pipelines. Instead, it provides a modern, reliable storage facility that supports continued operation of the water system. While the project was not specifically designed to improve water quality, Communications Officer for San Bernardino County Public Works and Special Districts Amy Ledbetter said, quote, "The county continues to monitor water quality in accordance with regulatory requirements and coordinate closely with the California State Water Resources Control Board Division of Drinking Water to achieve long-term compliance with drinking water standards," unquote. Ledbetter says the only element exceeding drinking water standards within the CSA 70F system is naturally occurring uranium. This naturally occurring radioactive element can be present in groundwater because of local geologic conditions and are not the result of industrial or man-made contamination. There is no immediate risk, and customers do not need to use an alternative water supply unless they choose to do so. As a proactive measure, the division has provided funding for an annual bottled water program to ensure customers have access to a safe drinking water supply while a long-term solution is developed and implemented. Water storage tanks treat and monitor water pumped from local groundwater wells in accordance with drinking water regulations, and then stored in tanks and reservoirs within the distribution system. These facilities provide water storage for daily customer demand, help maintain system operations, and ensure water is available during emergencies, power outages, fire flow demands, or periods of peak usage. Reporting for Z107.7 News, I'm Gabriel Hart.
And finally, the Hemmings Great Race celebrates 100 years of Route 66 and comes through 29 Palms this weekend. The Hemmings Great Race is a 9-day classic car rally that spans more than 2,300 miles. The event uses a new route each year and features 17 hosted city stops along the way. For 2026, the Great Race is holding a Route 66 themed event. It begins in Springfield, Illinois, and ends in Pasadena, California. The race includes a hosted lunch stop at Lucky Park in association with 29 Palms Parks and Recreation. Each stop on the Great Race is free to the public, and spectators can visit with the participants and look at the cars. It is common for racers to allow kids to climb in the cars for a first-hand look. The Hemmings Great Race visits 29 Palms on Saturday at 11:45 a.m. at Lucky Park. For more information, go to greatrace.com. That's our local news. Hear local news 7 times a day, 7 days a week at 7, 8, 9, noon, 4, 5, and 6. If you hear about news happening, let us know. Email us at tips@z1077fm.com. Reporting for the Morongo Basin News Leader, the award-winning Z107.7 Local News, I'm News Director Jeff Harmatz.